Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kevin Sullivan channel. Thanks for watching my channel. The topic of this video will be called, why does the narcissist leave their supply when their supply is pregnant? Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, this definitely happens a lot. The reason why narcissists leave their supply when their supply is pregnant is because the supply is pregnant. They don't plan on being a parent in the first place, so that's why they leave as soon as you get pregnant. They don't these are the narcissists that don't plan on taking care of the kid. And I mean, let me get this clear, because even though some narcissists have the custody of their children, they definitely are not parent material, and they don't plan on being parents either. But what it is that they use the kids, they keep custody of the kids, and the kids live with them, and they quote unquote so-called raise them. They just living in their house, not really raising them. They keep them because they get in their supplies from them, and then they ruin their lives and use them as supply. So this where you get the narcissist. I just don't want to get that misconstrued, and you think just because the narcissists keep custody of the children that they really want the children to be parents. Just because somebody live with you, just because your kids live with you or you got custody of them, don't mean make you a parent, which most of us definitely know this already. So when you're dealing with narcissists who don't have custody of their children, they don't plan on getting supply from them, having the children as primary supply. You see, the narcissistic parents who have custody of the kids, they make the kids their primary supply. So the parents who don't be in the kids' lives, they don't want them as primary supply. They don't even want to deal with that, being a parent, in any shape, form, or how, So this is what happens, as far as what happens, and I'm gonna break this down in another two-way form. So you'll say a male narcissist, right? So a male narcissist, he gets his female supply pregnant. He leaves now. That was his whole job, to leave, to get you pregnant and leave. And sometimes they didn't even want to do that, so they'll leave because you got pregnant, because they didn't even want you to get pregnant in the first place. So sometimes they leave because of that. You're pregnant, like, I didn't even want you to get pregnant. I wasn't even trying to get you pregnant. So they leave. Of course they don't tell you this or prevent that from happening, because of course narcissists don't think responsibly or logic. So yeah, so they'll leave because of that, because you got pregnant and they didn't even want you to get pregnant in the first place. They wasn't even thinking about that or trying to even have that happen. So that's one way. That's the reason why they'll leave too. Just to get that out the way real quick. So for the narcissists who get you pregnant on purpose, the male narcissists who get the male narcissists who get a female pregnant on purpose, this is intent to get them pregnant on purpose so they can say, yes, I'm a man. A thing like that. I could get somebody pregnant, a woman pregnant. I'm a man. A man getting a female pregnant is like a man's thing. It's like a manhood thing. Men, you understand what I'm saying? It's like you take great honor in that you're able to produce and get a woman pregnant. And male narcissists, they do this, but in an irresponsible, selfish way, immature, selfish way, and the one point of view, selfish way that they see it. And this is, their whole reason of doing it is totally different, the opposite. So, so this is what you end up dealing with, and they leave. So their job is done. I got you pregnant, my job done. Now I can go and, because they don't want to take on that responsibility. They just want to get you pregnant. Like, that's it. Like, the rest of the responsibilities you deal with, and they leave. They don't want you to put them on child support. They don't want to be paying money for the child. They don't want to be taking care of it at all. So they don't have no plans of this at all. The plan was just to get you pregnant and leave. That's why as soon as you're pregnant, they leave. Also, you know, the narcissists are selfish and they don't have no empathy and they're empty inside, so they don't want to deal with the female, you know, the emotions women go through when they're pregnant, you know, the different stages, you know, the emotions, the mood swings, you know, the hormones they go through, you know, the taking care of they need to be going through, you know, the compliments they need when they are pregnant. The male narcissist knows this and don't want no parts of that. So this is why they leave. Also why they leave too. They don't want no parts of, you know, of taking care of you, or, you know, the late night different cravings. Go out here, go get me some, you know, Baskin Robbins, and also go get me, you know, the famous Nathan hot dogs. Yeah, this dinner tonight. You know, or afternoon or in the morning, all the weird cravings. They don't want to put up with that. They're not doing that. They don't want to deal with the emotions that you deal with, the mood swings. Narcissists are selfish people. They don't have no time for that. You know, and they never was meant to be dealing with you while you pregnant anyway. You know, they never meant to stay with you while you was pregnant in the first place. It was just to get you pregnant, then leave, to go about their business, you know. And it's just for bragging rights and points. Like, yeah, I got a kid, and then anyway they plan on getting supply from the kid once the kid is born and at a certain age and time. Yeah, they plan on then from a distance getting a supply, you know. But for the most part, it's just for bragging rights, you know. They'll get the supply, you know later. Like, you know, I'm your dad, like, you know. So, and you know, for right now, it's just bragging rights. Like, yeah, you know, when a kid's a child, just point blank period. Like, yeah, I got a kid. Look. Facebook, then they pretend they're a good parent with just pictures. Then they'll make you look like a bad parent. Oh, you don't let me see my kid, even, and it just to be that, you know, they don't even want to see their kid. But you know how narcissists do. They'll lie, make you seem like the bad person. When they don't want to do something that they're supposed to do, that they, you know, take care of responsibility, instead of making themselves look bad as they the problem, they're gonna make it look like you the problem. They don't want to look like, oh, I'm a deadbeat parent, I don't want to take care of my child. They rather say, well, you just won't let me see my child. You know, they got to protect that image at all times, at all costs. And narcissists have been doing this forever, and it's like growing more and more now. Like, they are leaving, they're getting you pregnant, and they leaving, and this is why narcissists are just getting you pregnant to get you pregnant, just to say that they have a child. That's what they're doing it for, bragging rights, you know, and to feel good about themselves. And it's just a way of a supply, and for them to validate themselves, like, yeah, I'm a man, you know, I got you pregnant. And they don't want no dealings, or don't want nothing to do with you and the child at all. Now, on the other flip side, ladies and gentlemen, why the female narcissists will leave their supply once they get pregnant is the female don't want the male, the female narcissists don't want the male supply to be in the child's life. So this is why a female narcissist will get pregnant on purpose by somebody, by their supply, their narcissistic supply, and then discard them, because they don't want them in the child's life at all. You know, these are the female narcissists who gets pregnant to use the kids as supply. So they don't want, these female narcissists get pregnant to use the kids as supply and control the situation. So, and control their lives, ruin their lives, and get supply from them, you know. And also so they can get the benefits from having a child, you know, whether, you know, they may be, you know, child support from you, you know, state assistance, you know, things like that, getting state assistance, government help, get a, you know, apartment for free, you know, all these benefits they get from the state, or child support, you know, that's part of the state too, but you know what I mean. Also from the income tax that they get from having a child, that all goes to them. So they also do this for those reasons too, to get the benefits, you know, to control the lives and use them as supply and be in control, and don't have a male around to partake and have any influence or any say-so or any control or any authority when it comes to raising these kids. Also so that they can get the benefits from the money, the resources, and benefits that comes with being a single parent. So this is the flip side of why the woman leave once they get pregnant. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that was good enough for you, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your comments, like, share, comment, subscribe. Everybody have a great day and stay narcissistic free.